Hello everybody, it's me again. Now today I'm a bit out of breath, so please excuse me. Let's just get that out of the way first of all. I'm a little bit out of breath, so just bear with me on that one. And my brain today is shot to pieces, but never mind. Don't let it get me down. I'm just getting on with it, because if I let it take over me, I'm not going to do anything, and I don't want to do that. So for those of you guys who've just joined us, you know, please, and you're wondering why am I going, oh, what am I going to say, or I'm all like this, it's because I've got long COVID, unfortunately, and it causes me to get very breathless very quickly. Just from now, I'm breathless now, and I've just literally walked from the front room to this room, and I'm out of breath. So please excuse me, but welcome. And everybody else who's on today, hello to everybody, and I hope you're all doing good. Now, this is a very small haul and shopping trip, whatever you want to call it. And this was to TK Maxx. And this is me all over, as you know. I go into TK Maxx for one thing, right? I had my little list, my shopping list, and I had 3 things on it. TK Maxx to get a candle. You know the pumpkin candle I've got? It's oh my god, white pumpkin it's called, and it's got like pictures of pumpkin on the front, and I said that I like it as a display piece because the jar is lovely and the lid has got pumpkins on it, and I burn that every single night for about an hour to 2 hours, and the smell is amazing, seriously amazing. I have it in the front room, and sometimes if Sean's been up and done some jobs or whatever he's got to do, and he's been out and he's come back in again, as soon as he opens that front door, he says, I can really smell that. And other people who have come to the house as well have said, what is that smell? And it is that candle. So anyway, back to going to TK Maxx. So on my list was another one of them pumpkin candles, white pumpkin, and that was it for TK Maxx. Literally, I was going in to find one of those candles. And then I was going in another shop to pick up a couple of lanterns so that I could put the swags on top. I needed 2. And that's why I went over there. And so, yeah, went in there to get this candle, and they didn't have it. So it's this very small TK Maxx. It's quite, when I say it's quite local to me, it's probably still good 20 minutes away. It's probably on par with the other nearest one to me, which is the Maidstone one, which is a lovely big one because you've got the double floors. So the Maidstone one, if you haven't been to that one and you love TK Maxx and you're fairly near, 20-30 minutes away, go to it. It's well worth going to. They've got the ground floor where they've got all your clothing. So they've got women's, children's, men's, all on the ground floor. They've got stands with like toiletries and that all on it. So that's all downstairs. And shoes, pyjamas, what was it? Handbags, scarves, accessories, that type of stuff. And then upstairs is your home sense. So it's TK Maxx downstairs and home sense upstairs. And that's got to be one of my favourite stores, is the Maidstone one. But it is a good 20-25 minutes away from me, which is not a problem. And then the other one would be the one at Lakeside, which is equally, I like that one. And this other little one is in a shopping centre called Hempstead Valley Shopping Centre. It has got the 2 floors, but their homeware is not as big. The store's not as big, but it's still nice to, you know, have a little mooch. Anyway, so I went over there to see if I could get this candle, and came out with, went in for one thing, came out with 10. I can't help myself. And oh, I'm missing something. Wait a minute. I've just looked and I've just seen some. Wait a minute. I've just got. No, I haven't. It's there. No. I can see it. Anyway, so I thought, okay, we'll have a little mooch. While we're here, we might as well have a mooch. So the first thing, I can't even reach it now. A minute. Let's go. Right, let's come back again. So the first thing I got are ribbons. You know I love ribbons. My collection of ribbons. And they had. Did they have the other ones I've got? No, they didn't. Not that I needed to buy them, but I would have got them anyway, and I could have said to anybody who does crafts and that, you know, I've got an extra one here, do you want it? And I'll send it on to you. But they actually didn't, but I would always do that. Anyway, so again, it's this company called the Wellesley Manor. This one was $4.99. This is a 1.5 by 10 yards, similar to the other gold with the dots on it, but this is like a stripe through it, going through it. Can you see? If I bring it up to my jumper, you can see, and I'll bring it a bit closer. So it's your burlap base. They all come with a tiddy little pearl, she's dropped it, a little tiddy pearl pinned in them. And this is a burlap. So you've got your burlap. Obviously, if you turn it around, you've got your non-pretty side on the back, and then obviously your stripe on the front. But even without, even without trying to put it into a loop, already I can see that this is a really lovely quality ribbon and will look I don't know why I'm there. It will look perfect, on anything, table decoration, wreath, garlands, whatever. It is a lovely, lovely ribbon. Sorry, people. So, yeah, and you've got your 10 yards on that. I think they only had this one. If they'd had a couple, as I say, I would have definitely picked them up. And if they'd had more, I would have picked them up. And I would have said to you guys, does anybody want? I'm more than happy to obviously sell them at the price I paid for them, and all we would need to do is the postage. And if I ever come across anything, which I think people might like, I can share these things with you and show you. If you can't get it and I've got it, I'm happy to go back and get one for you. So, just bear that in mind. I really don't mind. Anyway, so that's the make of it. What did I say it was? Yeah, $4.99. And then I saw this one. And my print, I love my prints. This is beautiful. I love it. This is by a company called Glitz and Glamour. It is quite thick. It's a bit like a burlap material, but it's not like the colour burlap. So I'll show you the back side of it. And then you've got the glittery side of it. So you can just see, if I bring it closer, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the light shining on it? You can just see, if I put it against my jumper, you can just see the glitter in it. So you've got your edging, wide edging, and obviously your pattern there with the glitter in it. And again, I can tell by just doing that it's a lovely, good quality, thick ribbon. So I'm very keen to use that. That was $5.99. That's a 2.5 on your 10 yards again. And they literally had this one. It's as if I just go out hunting for ribbons. Honestly, I really don't. But if I come across them, I like to get them. Oh, let me show you the Glitz and Glamour in case you can look online to see if you can get it. Really very, very nice. So 2 nice ribbons there. Now the next thing I got in there were these little baubles. They had quite a few actually. Now these are going to go on my wreaths when I start doing the wreaths, the Christmas wreaths. And I really like this one because the ladies asked me to do like she said like a woodland type thing, wreath. And this, I think, on it will look absolutely darling. So I've got the little baubles, the little bells, which is in like the sage greeny colour. Your twine around the top part and a little tiny bell with a white bow. I mean, if I wanted to, I can take this bit off. And put my own touch on it, but in actual fact I may even do that, and I'll tell you why. I like if I'm having something like this, let's just say, I like them quite long, so I would, you see where it's on quite a long topper. I'm trying to think what I'm going to call this. Your hanging part. So it's on quite a long piece, and then this bit is really hanging down. I don't know whether I'm gonna, what I want to do is get the baubles and have the baubles lower, if that makes sense, rather than right up close to the ring. So I'm going to move those because I want to see the beauty of them rather than them be clumped up together. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so I've got those. You've got 4 baubles on there for 2. Oh my God, I'm so out of breath. I don't know what I did that for. 4 baubles. My hands are clean because I washed them before I come on in case anyone says anything. 4 baubles for $2.99. I'll just show you the label. They never have like a barcode on there, do they? Or do they? At the top there might be some sort of number, but you can have a little look. And as I say, you've got 4 baubles on there for $2.99, and I thought that was a really good price. And I got also the, wait a minute, red and white, so like the candy cane type peppermint theme. And they're very pretty as well. Again, I would rather have had them longer. I may keep this little gingham bow, or I may change it. We'll see when it comes to it. And I probably will change this out because the peppermint type theme is not rustic whatsoever. So the twine on here really needs to come off. But again, $2.99. And I just picked up, they had some more on there, so I didn't grab all of them. I just picked up 2 for the time being. And one of the sage greens. And I thought that was really very, very nice. Some of the little bits are coming off. Anyway, now the next thing, I loved these. I saw these on the shelf, and I'm actually thinking to actually give them away as presents because I only bought 2. I think maybe they had 3, but I just think they are absolutely lovely. Look at them. Is it pronounced cloche? Which I believe that's what it is. So it's got the little tree and the angel in there. And it's by the company called 34th and Pine. It says LED, so it's obviously got a light in it, but I haven't taken it off and the wrapping to have a look, but it's obviously got a light, or it lights up. And that is just absolutely lovely. I really like it. And it was $12.99. I'm trying not to throw it around too much because it is made of glass. Now, there you go. I want to open it just to check and see if it has got a light, but at the same time I don't, because I'm thinking whether to give them away as presents, because they are very, very nice. So I think possibly I'm going to do that. But let's see if I can, without breaking, I don't know if I can. A minute. No, if I get this off, I'm going to have to pull the whole thing apart. And I really don't want to do that. Oh, but yeah, so I picked up a couple of those. It's on like the stand with all your little dainty bits around there, and obviously it's got the angel and it's got the little Christmas tree in it. And I just thought, what a beautiful present to give somebody. So I've got 2 of those, and they are, as I say, $12.99. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. If I had a mantelpiece, I would have one of them on my mantelpiece, but unfortunately I haven't, so I can't. Okay, now, I'm just going to show you something first, a minute, before we get onto those bits. I found they didn't have a lot of Halloween bits in there. They had a few bits of Halloween, like if you were really going to dress your dining table up or your coffee table, they had some lovely glass candle holders, but they were quite big. About this big, round ones with like bats on them. But they were glamorous ones, if you know what I mean. Very nice, so to put in your hallway and put a candle in them. But as much as I liked them, as I said, maybe I've said this before, I'm not really a seasonal decorator until this year. And probably because of lockdown has probably made me a bit more seasonal, seasonified. Seasonal decorator. I'm trying to think of a word to call it. Yeah, because of lockdown, I think people staying in and not going out so much, it's made me decorate my house more. So, do you know what? I've lost my train of thought. I don't know where I'm going. What was I getting at? Oh, candle holders. So the glass candle holders. With the candles will go in the middle. Yeah, so I think if I was really going to go to town and really do a nice decoration for Halloween, they were very pretty. They had them on very long stems, like a big wine glass, and they had little bats around them. Bats, and what else was on there? Didn't see any with the skulls and that, but I'm not really, with the Halloween side of things, I'm not really into the skulls and the blood things, you know, like blood dripping down. You know, for Halloween for me, I like it when it's like the witches and pumpkins, things like that, you know. Anyway, and amongst where all the ribbons were, so in this section where the ribbons, wrapping paper, things like that, I just spotted some feet, and I thought, oh, what, Halloween's, what's that? And look at this sign. I'll take it out of the packet in a minute. So I'm going to use this, hopefully for myself, for when I do for the kids. I'm going to do myself a nice wreath to go on the front door when I get round to it. Every time I do something and put something out on my page, I get messages saying, oh, Nikki, I'll have one of them. And I'm like, oh, okay then. I've made it for myself, but yeah, all right, I'll sell it to you then. So funny. Right, so look at that. Now, it is cardboard, but it's a very thick cardboard, but I loved the sign. Great, isn't it? Absolutely love it. So on a wreath, I think that's going to be fantastic. So I'll probably do that for me. It was $3.99 last one, and it was tucked behind, you know, ribbons and wrapping paper and stuff like that. But it was only because I spotted like the little legs. I think it was like this, and I just spotted this bit here and thought, oh, what's that poking out? And I do rummage. I love to have a rummage. And this is by a company called Love Vivid. And it just says on there, yeah, the company is lovevivid.com. Have a look. I'll put it, there you go. And it says on here, so it's like a little shape of a pumpkin. And it says on there, add a little sparkle to the scary season with this spooky hanging witch sign. Perfect for home decorations. There you go. Yeah, so then I'm going to do my wreath, and that's going to go on there. Love it. Brilliant. I could probably make something like that, but it's having the tools. Well, I suppose I've got the bloody tools. I've got that Cricut machine to get a template, cut it out of my template with the detail, and all that is glitter. So you could make your words up with Mod Podge and then sprinkle glitter over the top, and you're done. And same with the, you know, same with the legs and blah 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 and so on and so on. So if any of you crafty lot out there can do that, then go for it. But I'm just not very good. Anyway, never mind. Okay, baubles. Let's move my phone out of the way. Baubles. Now, I saw these in there. These are battery operated lights. They're by the company called don't know what. Just says they're made in China. So I've absolutely no idea. I'm presuming the company on here is called Jingles and Joy. Jingles and Joy. I'll show you in a second. They are mercury glass lights. And I think, how many meters on there? Well, you've got 10 lights on there. But I'm thinking of doing a real luxury. In fact, I bought 2 boxes. I'll show you that in a second. I'm only going to do 2, but really high-end luxury wreaths. But quite a nice size. Not a massive big one. Like here behind me, I've got the great big 100 centimetre one. Not as big as that because this is not going to get round it. But I'd like to do a decent size one, but a proper high-end luxury looking wreath with these on there. So when it comes to it, I'll show you how we're going to do that one. But these are, if I press the button, you can see. Now these are the warm lights, not the cool white lights. These are the warm lights. I like the cool lights. I don't want to bore you about fairy lights, but I like the cool whites. But when it comes to things like golds and soft tones, I think the warm lights add that touch. Whereas if you've got your warm tones and you put bright ice cool white lights on it, it doesn't match, if that makes sense. But that's not to say you can't use it. You can use whatever you like. That is just my opinion. Anyway, so that's that one. There they are. And they were $9.99. And then the other one I've got, which I loved, I'll see these ones first actually. This is by the company who did the cloche we got there. These are also $9.99 by the company 34th and Pine, 10 pieces, and they're like snowballs. I don't suppose they're glass. They're probably more like, you know, your plastic acrylic or whatever. And if we light those ones up, they're also the warm light. And they're pretty. I don't want to get them out yet. So I'm going to leave them right till we start doing our lush garlands. And we'll put them on as a garland. But I think they will look, yeah, top notch. So we'll do those over the next few weeks. And then the last thing I've got, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but my hallway this year, I did the candy cane theme last year, but this year I try and do a different theme every year, if I can. So last year was a candy cane. I can't even remember what the year before that might have been turquoisey, blues, greens. We're still going to go on that theme. I might have said this before, but we're doing blue and gold with I want to do a peacock wreath. So it's blues and greens and gold, but I really want navy. And what did I see in there? Peacock Baubles. Now I've also seen peacock in B&M. I can't remember how much the baubles were, but these are probably the same sort of price. These were $5.99 for 6, but look at the gorgeous colours. Let's get one out and have a little look. I'm presuming these are glass. Maybe the ones in B&M are not glass, I don't know. I haven't really, I've been in there, but not, and I have, you know, stopped and had a look, but not close up, not properly. I'm actually waiting for Home Bargains to bring their range out, because I know when I got the peacock, do you remember the long peacock feathers I got in there before, the glittery ones? They had really lovely bits, peacock. I can't get it in the sellotape off. A minute. Okay, I just should get my, yeah, see these are glass, look, and they're all wrapped up in tissue paper. And inside they've got tinsel, like green tinsel. Now one thing which is a bit odd, and then trust me to notice it, because I can't help it. You probably say, oh, you've got OCD, Nick. I probably have. Is, so you've got your bauble. Before anybody says, before I say it, have a look and tell me what you think, what I've noticed straight away on that. I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay, you've got gold. Now, yes, you can mix gold and silver. Don't get me wrong, you really can. But that's got a silver top, completely silver. And to me, I would have to change that and take this ribbon off. So I'm not going to change it because there's no point, but it just seems a bit random, put it that way, that they've got a love, you know, the golds in there and they've randomly put a silver top on it. But that's just me. So just take the notes of me. You're probably going to say, oh, Nick, why are you even bothering? No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it as they are. I just happened to notice that it's not gold. I would have put gold on it. But anyway, there you go. So, and because I'm obviously doing navies and golds and greens and golds, I would like them to be gold. But if I put them on a wreath, we're not going to see those end bits anyway. So I'm not bothered. But anyway, look at them. And they're lovely. Really, really nice. So I'm going to look out for as well. And if anybody's seen any, I haven't looked properly on the internet, but I'm looking for the Peacock Deco Mesh. So if anyone comes across it, do let me know which company you've got it from. I haven't done any looking on the Deco Mesh lately, like on the internet. I haven't really searched for it, but I do want to do that because the wreath I'm going to do is peacock theme. So I really want Peacock Deco Mesh, but it's not a major issue because I can get blue, a green and gold and mix them together that way, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, there you are. So that's it. So that's my little haul for the moment. Now, we are going to do a crafty bit. We are going to do a little crafty project. I was either going to do, we've done the autumn, we've done Halloween wreaths. I will get to the witches, but not at the moment. We're going to wait until, I reckon, maybe next week, end of next week, beginning of the following week. we can do the witches. And as I say, it's only because I'm trying to, you know, keep everything down to a minimum where I'm not storing loads of stuff in here. So we will be, and for those who are not interested in doing any Christmas bits at the moment, we are going to start doing our Christmas decorations. So I think what I'm going to do is go and have a breather. I may come back another day, obviously, but it'll be the same video. And we're going to do, but the other thing I want to do as well was the mermaid reef. I'm thinking, I don't know whether to do, because I really, really want to do a mermaid reef or the unicorn reef. So I'm tempted to do maybe 2 crafts in this one. So the video might go on for a good hour. But I'm just going to go and have a bit of a breather and may do another video added onto this one. So bear with me. So for those of you who are not into the crafty sides and you only want to look at the haul, absolutely fine. And then for those of you who just want to carry on and listen to me babbling on, then stay. If not, I'll see you later on. So go and get a drink. I'm going to have a breather and a drink. And then I'll be back, all right? Okay, she says. See you in a bit. Right, people, I'm back. Excuse me. Now, I was going to do, well, we still can do it actually, but I'm just going to have to do this in little bits. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start putting garlands on the stairs. I want you to do a unicorn wreath, and I have started doing it. I started filming it, but I haven't really got an awful lot to finish it off, so I've kind of put that on hold. But actually, I'll show you where we are with it, innit? Hold on a second. I'm right here, and I'll just show you. So, as you can see, I've already started it. Now, I've done all the mesh. I need to puff around the mesh over here, but I'm going to put a sign there, so I'm not bothered about too much. Sorry, one minute. And you're going to wonder why I've got gloves on. I'll tell you in a minute. Yes, I've got a bit of a gap there where there's not a lot of pink going on, kind of here, but I'm going to pull this through, obviously. But I'm going to have a sign or something there. So I'm just kind of playing around with the idea. I've started to put ribbons on it. Now, I've put them on, but I haven't fluffed them up whatsoever. I've just placed them on there to see what they look like. You can see purples, the glittery, pinky, dotty ones, you know, kind of all the way around. Then I'm going to have something there. And then I went and bought from Matalan these little beach covers. They're not beach covers, they're beach clips. Go on your deck chair, you know, when you've got your towel to clip on the back of the, well, they're them. And I thought, oh, unicorns, so I'm going to stick them on there as well. And then obviously we've got the little unicorn headbands as well, which are going to go on. I've got a couple of those and them other little bits and pieces. But to be honest with you, I really haven't got time to do this at the minute, because obviously I'm doing the autumn ones, which I've now finished. The Halloween ones, I'm just down to my last couple of those. And I really want to get going on the stair garlands and all our Christmas decor. So that's what we're going to do. So why I've got the gloves on, a minute, is because when I put up garlands, and when I'm doing fluffing up the garlands, they're really prickly, and they really make my hands sore. So that's why I wear gloves. You can wear woolen gloves if you want to. I prefer the leather ones because, you know, they're hardier. Now, I got this garland at the range, and I went online the other day to check what garlands they got in stock, and online they are sold out. I thought, oh my God, and I like their ones out of there. So I thought, okay, I'm going to nip down and see what they got. They've got quite a few, actually. They didn't have the ones I normally get out of there, which are $9.99, and they're just literally plain garlands. They had none. They've got the Mayfair ones. I love the Mayfair ones. They're a little bit more expensive, but if you're doing a nice garland, you want this type anyway. So these ones are $13.99, and it's actually a swag. It's 1.8 metres. So when I say swag, so it gets thinner at the ends and then it gets thicker in the middle, okay? So I'm just going to show you how I put these on. I know we've done videos on this before, so for those of you who are new and you're just joining in, welcome. And let's do this. Let's do this garland. Now, I'm not going to do it on the top part. Actually, I am going to do it on the top part. I was actually going to do it on the bottom bit because it's easier to decorate. But having said that, it's actually not easier to decorate because then I've got to bend down, so I'm probably going to put it here. You're thinking, all right, then carry up, blimey. So anyway, so get your gloves on. Don't worry about fluffing it up so much at the minute because you can do that after, but what you want is the spine. So get your spine of your garland. And when I mean the spine, I'm talking about the wire. See the wire, what's running all the way through it? That's what you want flat. So get the back of the spine and get all the branches, all the twist ties, all the fern bits out of the way. That's the bit you want to be flat. So push them all out of the way. Now you can lay this on the floor if you want to do it, you know, however way you want to do it. I'm going to do it as we go along, actually, because it's easier. I need to get it up on there and do it that way. Now, because it's a swag, I want to make sure that it's nice and centre, which it is, because this top part of my banister is exactly 1.8 metres. So I know that the centre bit's going to be kind of around here. So we're going to hook it up this end first, and then I'm going to work my way up. So I'm going to just post it through, just to hold it in place for a minute. Find my spine, push the other bits forward. And what I like about these ones is, you've got some berries and pine cones on there. So if you're doing the traditional, the red, gold, greens colours with the berries and the pine cones, these are perfect. They're really nice, very good quality. So we're going to get the spine, so it's going to kind of be there. So you can see it's thinner up this end and it's going to get thicker as it goes up to the middle. So let's just, yeah, that should be all right. Okay. Now, come round. Get your twist ties, don't forget to get your longest bits. So find a couple of long bits. And then get your angle you want it, find your long bits, and if you've got banisters like mine, this is easy. So you've got your banister and you tie the twist tie around it. If you haven't got banister like this, then, and you've got, and it's all filled in, I think we've had this conversation before, you can use command books. Oh, these are not quite long enough actually. So I may have to go and get some cable ties because they're not quite. Oh, hang on a minute. A couple of them are, a couple of them are not. Right, let's work our way up again. And has anyone started putting their heating on? My Lulu has been staying with us at the moment. Because her fiance has gone on a fishing week. So she's staying around here. Oh, I think I told you that, didn't I? I'm village round here. And she is always is a chilly willy, she is. And while she's been here, we've had to have the heating on because she says she's so cold. Right, now, on this particular garland, you've got the really fluffy bits and you've got the little thin bits. I'm using the thin ones to tie around here because I want all the fluffy ones to be out the front. So I'm looking for twist ties, the thinner ones and not the big thick ones. So just pull them down and threadle them through and tie them nice and tight because you don't want your garland to slip down. Now I'm just going to work my way up. Okay, so where's my spine gone again? Just go around there, a minute. to that bit. I'm going to hook the top bit up first and then work my way back down again. Just so I've got it level. God, I can't find it. I can't find him, I mean, hold on. Oh, there's another bit. They're all tucked in, so I can't see them properly. And there's a bit, okay. Right. This is going to slip down, so I'm going to tie from I'm going to get some cable ties as well. They're not actually that long on here, to be honest. They're really not. Yeah. Okay. Right, hang on a minute. Fluff it down this way. Right, this could take me a good 10 minutes now to mess about with this, finding all the twist ties. So I'm going to quickly do this, then I'm going to hook it up and then I'll come back to you, so it won't be a minute, all right? Right, now we've got the swag on the stairs. Excuse me, I'm going to have to go and get myself a drink in a second. But yeah, so anyway. And then while I was fluffing this up, I thought I'm going to go and get one of the trees down from up the loft. And I don't know if you remember last year, but I actually started putting my decorations up in October because I knew I wouldn't have time to put them up in December. So anyway, I've got my tree down. And these were the ones, so we'll do a review on this. These were the ones I bought in Home Base after we'd come out of lockdown at the beginning of the year. And they were reduced from, hang on, I'll tell you because I've still got the label on the top, 150 to £40. And they are 7-foot tree. It says approximately 111 centimetres wide. It does say for indoors use only. 7 foot, it says it on here. And these are called the Emperor Snowy Tree. So we'll get that out as well. We'll have a little look at this because obviously it's packed in the box and I've not got it out. In the meantime, before we get onto that bit, you can see, I've tied it all up, I've fluffed it all up. And as you can see from the middle, so this section is your thick section, obviously the swag part of it. Now, you know, there's different ways you can hang these. If you want it as a swag, you can hang it so it goes like that. So it'll go like a scallop shape. No, not quite a scallop shape, like a half moon shape, yeah? So you could have it coming down and have the thick part hanging down so it would look like that, which will look nice. Or you just have it like this, you know, no one's to say it's got to be hanging in a half moon shape. It's entirely up to you. So I've put it on there, I've tied it with all the thinner parts. So in and around this, there's thin parts of the, oh, I'll show you what they're like. So they're those bits, like that, the thin parts. So they're the bits I've used to tie it at the back. I didn't need to use twist ties in the end or cable ties, just didn't warrant it, didn't need to do it. And plus the fact, I think, if you try and use your greenery, when you're walking up the stairs, you can't, you know, you're not going to see the cable ties, you'll see your greenery. So I think that kind of sums that up. A minute, I might actually just tie this one back as well. Yeah, let's just tie this bit up. And what I'm going to show you now is got another couple of garlands I've got. So this is just a comparison. Now, I've used these before. This is a company called the company on the actual packaging is called Everland Trees. I'll show you. Go online, Google the name, and it will come up and tell you the distributors of these garlands. I can't even remember how much I paid for them. Actually, if I find it, I'll put it in my description box. I didn't get it from a wholesaler, but I did go online, and as I say, I can't remember how much they are. But if anybody's in the Medway area, there is a company called Christmas Time. I think it's called Christmas Time, and it's in Medway City Estate. Have a look at that. I went in there a couple of days ago with Lou, and I was like, oh my God, it's like Christmas heaven. They've got all their lights up. They're not cheap, put it that way. What they've got in there is, and I was really disappointed, they've got all the peppermint stuff in there, the candy cane stuff in there, which I love. But some of their baubles was selling like £2 and £2.50, the identical ones, and I know the packaging because I've shopped around so many times for stuff like this. I just know. In the pound shop, they're £1. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, you know, you're only up the road from our local pound shop and you're charging like double the amount. But, you know, I'm not going to, you know, dispute about other things in there, because other things in there were reasonable. They had, which I really wanted, was the arch, the Christmas tree arch that goes around your front door. And it was $179, and it was really heavy duty, and I thought it was amazing. I think they're a bit cheaper in the range, but this was proper big, 8 foot by 8 foot square. Really very, very nice quality. Didn't come with the lights though, but I've got loads of photos, so I'll put that in there as well. So, you know, if you are stuck and you can't get what you want anywhere else, that shop in Medway City Estate had hundreds and hundreds of bits of baubles and stuff like that in there. But they're not pound shop prices, put it that way. And I noticed as well they had these garlands. Now these garlands, exactly the same make, were $14.99 in there. I never paid $14.99 for these. They was £10 or under for these, and they are $14.99 in there. And these are, I think, same, what, 2.7 metres. So we're going to check the quality of this. I'm going to get it out. I'm pretty sure I've used these before, but not as a garland on the stairs. I've used them in wreaths. And then I popped down to, we've got Hobby Craft, which is opened in Rochester now. So I popped down there as well, and they had some garlands in there. So this is Hobby Lobby, you know what I mean, Hobby Craft. So this is the Hobby Craft one. It's 1.8 metres. I'll show you the logo on the label. There you go. And there's the other part of it. These was a £5. Right, so we're going to compare this one, Hobby Craft, to this one. Let's make out I bought it from that shop down the road at $14.99, okay? So we'll get the £5 one out first. Or shall I get it out and not tell you, and then you guess which one you think is the more expensive one? They're very, very similar. Now I can't find the end. Okay, a minute. Right, I found an end, but it's really tied up somewhere. Where's the end of it gone? Right, this could take me a while now to unravel this, because it's, oh, okay, right. So let's unravel this one, and then we'll unravel that one, and we'll see what the difference of quality is. But for £5, I actually thought this was a good buy. Even if you've got two of them, married them together and made them thicker, £10 for your garland, if you want to do that. But that's not it's not bad. It's okay for a £5. When you're doing your stair garlands and you're putting loads of, you know, your baubles and stuff like that, you're not going to really see this much anyway, because you'll make it look really full up. So okay, so not bad. Not bad. There you go. Nice long twist ties. I like long twist ties. They're nice and easy to twist everything up into it. So you've got your £5 one. Right. Now let's get this one out. So this is, if you get it from that shop, $14.99. Exactly the same, but I will tell you how much I paid for it. This is much skinnier than that one. Straight away. Absolutely straight away. And I'm really sorry to say about that shop, because I did go in there and they've got beautiful stuff. But I recommend not paying £15 for it. And if the owner's watching, I'm terribly sorry. You know, I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm got to be truthful, and I am truthful. So I'm not okay. Yeah, I would not use this as a stair garland. It's not very thick at all. When you look at that, it is extremely skinny. But on camera, it's funny because you can't tell really so much on camera. When I put them next to each other, you can see that these ones are much longer, slightly thicker. If I pull one of these little stems out and compare that little stem to the one from Hobbycraft, you can see the difference. You completely see the difference. These are twice as long as that. And that is what you want. You want a nice, long twist tie. And honestly, I know you probably can't tell the difference so much. I'm trying to hold it so that you can kind of see it. But look, right, both side by side, you can see the difference straight away. That is much skinnier. That's much skinnier than that one. So just watch out. Don't go and get caught on something like that. You know, you go in and it's easily done. You go in these Christmas shops. If you're a real Christmas decoration person, you know, you're real into dressing everything up, and you get lost. Do you know what I mean? You go into a shop and you just get lost in all the beautiful decorations, and then you end up buying something like that. You've got that skinny little thing for 15 quid. Go in Hobbycraft and they're like a £5. So do your research, go out and have a look, or let me do your research for you. Come to me and say, Nick, where did you get it going from? And I'll tell you. This, I believe, is actually longer. I said it was longer, didn't I? Yeah, so you've this is a 9-footer. And the other one's obviously 6 foot. So, okay, you could double it over if you want to, make a smaller one. But, you know, even if you bought 2 of them, it's still cheaper than that one. But I did not pay £15, I've got to be honest with you. I didn't pay £15 for it. I will check what it actually was. I'll have a look. So that's how, that's the difference between obviously that one and that one. You've got your swag at, now there you go, now that just shows you, right? So this one, what did we say it was? $13.99 for this lovely bushy, and it is bushy. And you've got that one at $14.99. It's a no-brainer. Anyway, that's my little bit for about the garlands. But yeah, I mean, you can use them for wreaths at the end of the day. Buy some wire wreaths and use them for wreaths, but if you can get them cheap. Don't go and spend 15 quid on that. I personally wouldn't. And I don't mean that, as I say. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm not trying to stop people from buying things. I'm not trying to stop people from going in that shop, because they do a Santa's Grotto in there as well. So you can book online for a Santa's Grotto. And I will put we took all pictures of it upstairs. Oh, you walk in there, the lights, what are everywhere. Oh, it's lovely. Right, okay, now. I'm going to put this away for the minute. I'm not going to carry on doing decorating garlands at the moment. I'm going to upload this little video for you, so it's not, you know, major issue. What else? Oh, funny enough, I actually bought. What else did I buy? I bought some ribbons down Hobby Lobby. Halloween ones. There's some really nice ribbons in there. But I only bought 3 because I'm still in the process of doing the, I think I've got 3 wreaths to go and then I'm done. But their ribbons were nice in there as well. So I think we're going to call it a day. I'm not going to get this out now because this will take me a long time. So I'm going to, we'll do this in our next video. So we'll call it a day or a night or whatever whichever time of day you're watching. And I'll speak to you all soon. Yeah, so take care everybody and I'll see you soon.